Hey, how's it going, everybody? In this video, we're going to be talking about how to create a questionnaire. So what you're going to want to do is go to Documents, create a document, choose a questionnaire document, and then it's going to ask you to basically attach it to a project. And then I'm going to go ahead and start from blank. So this is how you create a questionnaire. On a blank canvas, you start out with your questionnaire tool. Click on the tool and you'll open up a properties panel on the left-hand side. This is basically where you can configure your questions. You can see each question as a row element on this sort of section. To add a question, you can click on this select drop down and click add question. And here you can see that I can configure the properties of this new question. So I can give it a name. I can choose a field type. So short, long, an email. I can even make it a drop down. For this, I'm going to make it a drop down. And I can even add like placeholder text or help text as well. Help text shows up underneath the question. Choose something. This checkbox will make the question required. And then for something like multiple choice or drop down, you add all of your options in this little box here, and each option is a new line. So I'm good, I'm not good, I'm happy. So each of these will show up as an option. So in order to preview kind of what you've done, you can click on this icon here to preview, and here you can check to see like, okay, cool, it's working. You can also add conditional logic. So for this, to show you how this works is I'll actually add another question, and I'm going to choose, I'm just going to name the question, how's the weather? If I could spell. And the way that conditional logic works is usually it's when you say, show me question 3 if the answer to question 2 by the client was, for example, in this case, I'm good. The way that you can configure that is in question 3, I can click enable for conditional logic. And then it says, show this question when, how are you? And that answer contains, I'm good. So once I've configured that, I can check the preview again, answer this question, and then when I choose I'm good, that's when this third question will appear. You can also change the configuration for the submit button. So I can change the button alignment to be centered. I can change what the label is. I can also change the background color. So if I want it to be something a little softer or black, I can also change the text color, and I can also change the font size. I can make it a little bit bigger if I want. You can also, add some padding and other types of configuration design options. I could also choose like the font, and I would definitely explore all of these options. You can change the color of the container. You can change the border width. You can change the padding within the container itself. So there's a lot of different things. I can change the border color of the actual questionnaire container. So, there's a border radius, right? So there's a lot of different configuration options that I can add here. Space in between questions, container padding. Oh, that made it a little bit funky. So yeah, always good to kind of reset stuff as well. All right, so I just kind of reset some of the design stuff, but I also wanted to showcase some other things that you can do within the questionnaire. You can not only add questions, but you can also add content. Content are just paragraph, heading, or even images. You can add a divider, sort of like design elements, basically, even a call out. To just help kind of like design this questionnaire however you want. For example, for an image gallery, maybe I have a few proofs of designs that I wanted to add. So I can add kind of different options, and have the user or client rather choose between the options. I'm just kind of giving an example of what people in our application do. But that being said, you can add up to 6 images, and they all just kind of show up in a row. So I'll just I'll continue to add maybe some other images, and then so that's image one. I'm gonna add a different image. Um, Choose maybe this some sort of logo, um, and then for example, in the next question, I could say, um, which one do you like? One or sorry, one or two, and then I can make this a drop down. I can say one, two, and now I'm able to sort of capture that information. Um, so yeah, this is questionnaires, and you can definitely explore some of these design properties. And if there's any other design elements that would make this a more enjoyable and more expansive experience as far as from the design side, feel free to let us know. As always, you can submit a request right down here. Um, you can submit a feedback or even just view our public roadmap. Um, awesome. So after this is all done, I can go ahead and click send, and I can send it to the contact, and then they will receive a link to the questionnaire where they can fill it out and submit it. Sweet. Thanks for watching.